Hi, I'm Dr. Dyan Haspel-Johnson, and it is time for a weekly sleep tip. So, I love to teach people self-hypnosis. I think it is the most empowering thing I've ever learned myself and that I've ever seen other people learn. And it's something that's so easy. And so I really urge you to find out more about it and learn self-hypnosis techniques and tools. I talk a lot about this in these videos. You can also go to the link in my profile where you can download my free ebook and video, and I give you tips for the best time of day to relax, to do self-hypnosis, the best way to set up your environment so that you can sleep better. I give you my favorite sleep tips, and I think that will be a really empowering thing for you. And of course, you can also choose to participate in my 9 weeks to sound sleep self-hypnosis system programs if you want to go dive deep and learn more. But one of the things that I often do is I give people techniques that build on some of the metaphors and suggestions and language of the unconscious. Right? So one of the things that I have always found really frustrating actually about the apps, every app or download that I've ever come across that is supposed to help you sleep, sometimes you hear the binaural beats. I think those are great and they can be really relaxing. But I think that a lot of that stuff doesn't really tap into the language of sleep and the language of the unconscious and the language that makes up and speaks to sleep architecture. Sleep architecture is what happens in our brains and in our endocrine systems when we are going through the different levels, the different stages of REM and non-REM sleep. So let me give you a quick example of something that I think is actually really empowering that you can start doing right away, and it does actually communicate verbally and non-verbally to the unconscious to go into a deeper stage of sleep. So sleep, you may or may not know this, but goes through actually 4 different stages. And stages 1, 2, 3, and 4. And with each stage that we go into in our brains, we actually slow down the brain waves, and we go deeper and deeper into a resting brainwave. So different things happen in REM, which is rapid eye movement, and non-REM, which is non-rapid eye movement. We go through non-rapid eye movement and rapid eye movement through each stage. So we do that, non-rapid eye movement, rapid eye movement. Then we do that again, second time, third time, and a fourth time, and then we repeat. And each time we do that, our brain kind of shifts its waves, and we get more and more rest, different types of rest, different things happen in our systems, and it's really important to go through all of those stages in order to get the deepest, most restorative, deepest resting sleep. That's why sometimes you can sleep really lightly, but you don't feel really rested, and this can affect memory, and this can affect all kinds of things. So one of the things that you could try is you could take your thumb and you can rub it in one direction on a finger, clockwise, and then the other direction, counterclockwise, and then and count 1. And then you can go to the next finger and do 2, and then 3, moving in one direction and then another direction, and then 4, one direction and then another direction, and counting as you go, and really feel the sensation of it, circling one way and then another way. Now, and then you can start it again and really focus on it. Do it on one hand, then do it on the other hand. You'll probably fall asleep during this. But one of the things that's actually happening when you're doing that, when you're counting through the different fingers, 1, 2, 3, and 4, is your system, your unconscious knows that it's going through these 4 stages of sleep. And when you're moving in one direction, circling one way and circling the other way, remember I was talking about sleep cycles. And so when we're cycling one way and we're cycling another, the unconscious language is metaphor. So in a way, metaphorically, what you're telling your system to do is to go through the REM and the non-REM cycles. And you're going one way and then you're going another way. Then you're moving to the next finger, 2, 3, and 4. And you're repeating this. And when you do this, it is giving a symbolic message to the unconscious, to the sleep spindles, about what they need to do. You see, when we speak in metaphor, when we speak in symbol to our unconscious, that's its language. It doesn't use words the way we use words when we're talking to each other with our conscious minds. It uses symbols and metaphors. So when we speak to the unconscious using symbols and metaphors, we actually go deeper and we communicate better and more deeply. That's why in the self-hypnosis audios in my 9 weeks to sound sleep self-hypnosis system, what I'm teaching people with those is how to speak the language of the unconscious and to communicate these things. And that's, I think, the most powerful thing. So give this a try, see what you think. Feel free, like I said, to go to the link in my profile and download the free video and ebook. And I think you'll find it really interesting. It'll set the stage for you getting better sleep starting tonight. And let me know what you think. I would love to hear. Okay, so sweet dreams.